Your entire life has been a lie, not because of some conspiracy, but because no one taught you how reality actually works. Right now, unseen forces are shaping your relationships, your bank account, even the random encounters you think are accidents. Here's the terrifying truth. If you don't control these forces consciously, they'll keep replaying your past like a broken record. Imagine walking through life with invisible hands molding your experiences based on old fears, childhood wounds, or that one offhand comment someone made years ago. That's what's happening every second you're unaware. But there's a flip side. The moment you grasp this, you become the sculptor. People who have cracked this don't just get lucky. They trigger specific events like hitting buttons on a cosmic vending machine. Miss this, and you'll keep grinding toward goals that feel perpetually out of reach. Master it, and you'll start noticing bizarre synchronicities, checks arriving unexpectedly, strangers offering exactly what you needed, obstacles dissolving overnight. The difference isn't effort, it's operating the hidden mechanism behind reality itself. This isn't magic, it's the unspoken physics of how your mind constructs everything you experience. And right now, it's either working for you or against you. Here's what no one tells you about manifesting. It's not about positive thinking. It's not even about vision boards or repeating affirmations until you're blue in the face. Those are just the training wheels. The real mechanism is so counterintuitive, it feels like a glitch in the system. Think about the last time you tried to attract something, how hard you focused, how badly you wanted it. Now here's the twist. That desperation was the very thing pushing it away. Universe doesn't respond to want. It responds to the silent signals you're broadcasting when you're not even trying. Your entire life right now is a printout of old emotional receipts, beliefs you didn't even know you had. Like how you instinctively tense up when someone mentions money, or why certain people always seem to let you down in the same ways. These aren't coincidences, they're echoes. And here's where it gets eerie. Most of your current desires are still trapped in those old patterns. You think you're manifesting a new relationship, but your nervous system is stuck replaying childhood abandonment. You're visualizing wealth while your body still carries the tension of scarcity. The universe isn't ignoring you, it's giving you exact matches to your deepest, often invisible emotional blueprints. But there's a switch. A way to hack the system so thoroughly that reality has no choice but to reconfigure around you. It starts with noticing the tiny moments where your old story tries to hijack the present. That split second when you hear good news and immediately brace for the other shoe to drop. The way you deflect compliments because they don't align with your subconscious self-image. These micro moments are where the real work happens, not in grandiose visualizations, but in catching your psyche mid-sabotage. And here's the secret weapon no guru will tell you. Manifesting works fastest when you stop caring about the how. Obsessing over logistics is like handing the universe a script and demanding it follow your stage directions. But what if the delivery system is infinitely smarter than your limited perspective? What if the perfect job comes through the friend you almost didn't call, or the money arrives via a route you never considered? The people who manifest effortlessly aren't more spiritual, they've just learned to spot when their own logic is getting in the way. Right now, you're probably wondering about the exact steps to rewire this. That's the trap. The answer isn't another technique. It's realizing you've been looking through the wrong lens entirely. In 3 minutes, you'll see why everything you've been taught about, making it happen, is backwards. And when the flip switches, you'll finally understand why some people stumble into miracles while others grind for scraps. Here's where most people get stuck without realizing it. They treat manifesting like a microwave, punching buttons and waiting for instant results. But the real process works more like composting. You're not just dropping seeds of desire into the universe, you're fermenting an entire ecosystem of belief. That subtle difference changes everything. Think about composting. It's not just the food scraps that transform, it's the unseen bacteria, the temperature shifts, the breakdown of what was into something richer. Your desires work the same way. The magic happens in the invisible decomposition of old identities. Most people focus on the shiny end goal, the dream job, the soulmate, the bank account. But here's the twist. Those are just symptoms of a deeper shift. Real manifestation occurs in the quiet moments when you instinctively react differently to life. When your boss criticizes you, and instead of shrinking, you feel strangely unshaken. When you see a price tag and your gut doesn't clench. Those micro reactions are proof your inner soul is changing. This is why living as if backfires for so many. They force themselves to act confident while their nervous system still screams imposter. They affirm, I'm wealthy, but panic when the rents due. The universe doesn't respond to performances. It responds to the raw, unfiltered signals you emit when no one's watching. That's why the most powerful manifestors often seem lazy. They're not grinding, they're composting outdated emotional residues. The real blockage isn't doubt, it's nostalgia. An addiction to old stories that feel familiar, even if they hurt. Like craving junk food, because it's what your body recognizes, even though it makes you sick. Your subconscious would rather replay comfortable miseries than risk the disorientation of something new. That's why breakthroughs often feel like grief. You're not just gaining a new reality. You're mourning the death of an old identity that kept you safe. But here's the secret accelerant. Your current reality isn't the enemy, it's the perfect feedback loop. Every obstacle is actually a spotlight on unresolved vibrations. That frustrating person, a mirror of your hidden control issues. The money struggle, a reflection of subconscious worthiness wounds. The universe isn't withholding, it's highlighting exactly where your inner compost needs turning. Right now, your body knows truths your mind hasn't caught up to yet. That unexplained restlessness, your future self tugging at the seams of your current story. The random song that won't leave your head, a breadcrumb trail to your next chapter. Most people dismiss these as noise, but they're actually the first tremors of tectonic shifts below the surface. In 60 seconds, you'll see the exact moment when your old story lost its grip, and why you've been manifesting perfectly all along, just not in the way you expected. Here, that's what no one tells you about manifesting. Your desires aren't just you want, they're of who you're becoming. That itch for a bigger life isn't random. It's your future self tapping on the glass of your current reality, trying to get your attention. The moment you stop chasing outcomes and start recognizing those signals as proof of your evolution, everything shifts. Think of it like this. When a caterpillar spins its cocoon, it doesn't to become a butterfly. It surrenders to the biological truth that it's transforming. Your dreams work the same way. The frustration you feel isn't a sign you're failing. It's the pressure of an old identity cracking open. Most people misinterpret this tension as the universe saying no, when really, it's the universe saying the real magic happens in the quiet space between I want and I am. That's where the old you dissolves and the new you emerges, not through effort, but through. The car you want, the love you crave, the peace you're after, they're not prizes to win. They're mirrors reflecting back the version of you who already has them. This is why forcing action never works. You don't a new reality, you it. Like realizing the sun has risen not because you watched it move, but because the shadows suddenly look different. Your job isn't to make things happen, it's to become the person things happen. When you stop looking for proof and start feeling the truth, the world has no choice but to catch up. Right now, you're closer than you think. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be isn't effort, it's awareness. And in the next section, you'll see exactly how to cross it without taking a single step. Here, that's how this works in your actual life, and why most people get stuck right here. They try to manifest while still clutching their old reality like a security blanket. But real transformation happens when you stop looking at your current circumstances as proof of what's possible. Take your finances. When you check your bank account with that sinking feeling, you're not just observing numbers, you're reinforcing a story. So tonight, while brushing your teeth, do this instead. Close your eyes and feel your thumb tapping your phone screen, watching a deposit notification appear. Smell your coffee as you casually glance at your balance, completely unfazed because abundance is your new normal. This isn't wishful thinking, it's neural reprogramming. Your brain can't distinguish between vivid imagination and lived experience. Scientists at Harvard found that mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as physical action. That's why Olympic athletes visualize their routines for hours. They're building muscle memory without moving a muscle. You're doing the same thing with your financial reality. Now, let's talk relationships. If you keep attracting emotionally unavailable partners, it's not bad luck. It's your emotional GPS stuck on old coordinates. Here's the reset button. Before your next date or app swipe, stand in front of your mirror for 30 seconds and say, "I'm the prize," until your shoulders drop and a smirk appears. That's the posture of someone who knows their worth. Then, imagine your friends teasing you about how obsessed your new partner is with you. Laugh like it's old news. This switches your energy from seeking to receiving. Psychologists call this embodied cognition. Your body language literally rewires your self-concept. Career stagnation. Stop begging the universe for promotions and start living from the promotion. During your commute today, play this mental movie. Your boss pulls you aside, their voice hushed with excitement as they say, "We're announcing your new role next week." Feel the weight of your upgraded keycard in your pocket. Run your fingers over your office nameplate. These micro-rehearsals prime your reticular activating system, your brain's filtering mechanism, to spotlight opportunities you'd normally overlook. That random networking email, now it looks like an invitation. The colleague's passing comment, suddenly it's a collaboration opportunity. The genius move, piggyback these visualizations onto existing habits so they become effortless. Waiting for your coffee to brew. That's your cue to mentally hand a stack of cash to a Parisian street vendor. Mid-workout, replay your doctor saying, "Your blood work looks incredible." By anchoring to daily routines, you bypass resistance. Your subconscious absorbs the new story without debate. Here, that's what no one tells you. The moment these mental scenes feel like memories instead of fantasies, reality has no choice but to bend. Tonight, pick one area, money, love, or career, and try this for just 48 hours. Then notice how the world starts handing you coincidences that match your new script. The coffee shop guy gives you a free upgrade. Your crush texts out of the blue. A colleague mentions an unposted job opening. That's not luck. That's your inner shift echoing back. Drop a comment below about which scenario you're testing first. I read every one, and your story could be the proof someone else needs to start their own transformation. Now we get tactical, because mastery isn't about more visualization, it's about strategic leverage. The secret, your brain's blind spot, the gap between imagining and knowing. Most people sabotage themselves by mentally rehearsing their desire while secretly waiting for proof. That's like baking a cake while constantly opening the oven, the heat escapes. Here's the fix. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'll believe it when I see it," flip it. Say out loud, "I'll see it when I believe it." This isn't wordplay, it's neural alchemy. Next-level manifestors use doubt triggers as rocket fuel. When doubt creeps in, "This isn't working," don't suppress it, hijack it. The moment you feel resistance, snap your fingers and declare, "Interesting, this exact doubt means my subconscious is upgrading." Your brain interprets this as evidence the process is working, turning anxiety into anticipation. Success looks like synchronicities, so precise they freak you out. Think of an old friend they text. "You need a parking spot," one opens. But the real magic happens when you stop noticing the signs, because your new reality feels ordinary. That's when you've crossed over, when checking your bank balance no longer spikes your heart rate because abundance is boring now. Your final test. When someone asks how you got so lucky, you genuinely don't understand the question, because luck had nothing to do with it. You built this reality neuron by neuron. Picture waking up tomorrow, and your biggest problem is deciding which version of your dream life to enjoy, because every door you imagined has swung open. The people who doubted you now ask for advice, not knowing you simply stopped waiting for permission. But here's the fork in the road. Stay passive, and nothing changes except the dates on your regrets. Or decide today that imagined scenes are your blueprint, not daydreams. The world doesn't reward wishers, it bows to assumers. Your future self is watching this moment right now, waiting to see if you finally claim what's yours. Hit subscribe. Your reality upgrade starts now.